Hello, guys, and welcome to episode 29 of Sustainability Simplified, your bi monthly dose of how to seamlessly build an action oriented, sustainable, and profitable business. We're also the official podcast for the Sustainability Council Network, an international network of sustainability enthusiasts, professionals, and entrepreneurs registered on sustainabilitycouncil.in. I'm your host, Zitin, and today we'll be getting into conversation on a super interesting topic. You will find out more as I welcome with me Basavaraj, who leads Brand Rafter, a sustainable corporate gifting brand. Welcome, Basavaraj. It's wonderful to have you on the show. How are you doing today?
I'm great, Zitin. Thank you so much giving the opportunity in podcast, and thank you so. How about you?
I'm very well. Thank you so much. That's wonderful to know that you're doing well. Lots of excitement with the new product launch coming in, I'm sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. Waiting to launch the product.
Amazing, amazing. So, great. So, let's dive in. Shall we begin?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Okay, wonderful. So, if you want to start by sharing a little bit about Brand Rafter and how really the idea came about for you.
Yeah. Before starting the that brand, how it born, I'll just take a couple of minutes to talk about myself, like how
Sure.
this started. So basically, I started my sales career 98 से start किया. Then 2006 तक I was a sales in especially workwear. It's what we call as a uniforms.
Right.
And after that, I started my business in the name of eyewear in 2006. We started as a corporate merchandise,
Right.
and a couple of months or more than a year, then we started again. Our main core business is uniforms.
Right.
In 2008 we started that vertical again, and 2010 we started corporate safety products and all for the manufacturing industries.
Okay.
And one of my client has told me in 2016, because we have that much of clientele in that time about the uniforms and all. One of the manufacturing industries, the HR manager told, why don't you start the gifting verticals? Then I have some requirement
Yeah.
for pen and a bottle. Believe me, Jitin, that time I don't have any knowledge about the gifting.
Ah,
Zero knowledge about the gifting in 2016. I have to thank that person who helped me in starting my vertical in gifting.
right.
And 2016, a vertical corporate gifting is born. And after a couple of years, 2016 to
Yeah.
2019, in the 3 years, I come to know that there is a big fish people are there in
Right.
gifting industries. I was very very new to that industries,
Yeah.
and then I thought, okay, because it's very difficult to compete with these
Yeah.
people, and there is a lot of corporate company. We never touch those people because my expertise in uniforms in manufacturing industries.
Right.
Then slowly we start building the network. Then after 3 years in 2019, I thought, okay, this is not working out because we need to something differentiate with the competitor when you have to corporate
Yeah.
gifting. Then unfortunately, COVID has happened.
Yeah.
Then I met one of my friend, say like in Offbeat Entrepreneur League is basically a learning platform. Our mentor is Swastik Nandakumar. I met one beautiful person over there. You would like to know who's this person?
I think I know who this person is.
Yeah, definitely. It's you, Jitin. Thank you so much because I still remember when I called you in August, when I took a phone and called you on the first conversation only. Because when I have an interaction with you, the conversation, I come to know
Yeah.
that you suggest me, why don't you try sustainable
Yeah.
gifting? And this is suddenly I got an idea. This is what I'm looking from last couple of years because let's focus something unique, something excite me, something
Yeah.
different that we can offer to the client.
Right.
This is how started the idea of sustainable gifting. That time we had a Rafter brand that used to do for regular T-shirts and other
Yeah.
merchandising. Then after have a brainstorming with you after a couple of months, or you help me what is sustainable, how this work and all. This is very very difficult to understand. But initially, to couple of months, you handhold me for understand that.
Yeah.
Then we have associated with you. This is how the Crafter brand has born in 2020 after the COVID, basically.
Right.
Thanks to you to helping me to build the brand.
Thank you so much. No, that's very kind of you to. Thank you. Thank you so much. It has been always a pleasure to be associated with you and Brand Rafter, and it's entire journey of it being born into something so amazing. So
Definitely.
great. I mean, if you can talk a little bit more about what is the product line, since we've worked so closely, also, what are the kind of products that are a part of the brand, which are the materials that you're using, a little
Okay.
bit more information about that, so that our audience also understands when we say sustainable corporate gifting, what does it really mean? So if you can talk a little bit.
Yeah. Because when we have a associate with you guys for the especially nextmile.com,
Yeah,
and you guys have helped me to build a brand as well as the raw material what we need to suggest for the corporates. For example, we work with pine needles,
yeah,
basically one of the person who help us this kind of material. Then we work on a bamboo product, a cork material, recycle and upcycle plastics and tire tubes. These kind of products we develop the products, and we working on that different kind of how we can help corporates uh, alternative the what presently they're
yeah,
using. For example, if you say any organization, one of the entry level product is onboard for new joinee welcome kit.
right,
How we can replace with those products, always how can we alternate we can suggest these people in sustainable.
right,
For example, normally any organization welcome kit will around 4 or 5 in product, like one notebook, then pen and a mug and a bottle
right,
example. How we can replace or alternate those
right,
product, like bamboo bottle ho sakta hai, then bamboo notebook, then pine needle mug or coffee husk mug or rice husk mug.
right,
These kind of product we develop for a welcome kit as an entry level.
right.
This is what we're doing.
Right. No, that's absolutely amazing because a lot of times we see that corporations, they engage in making these kits, etc. But then finally, they are very wasteful. Either they could be, let's say, made out of materials which are non-sustainable, like plastic, etc. So
Yeah, correct,
that's
correct.
not very healthy for the environment. So kudos to the brand that you're working so hard to actually help find better alternatives. Um,
Definitely.
Great, amazing. And as we started the call, I was talking to you about all the excitement around the product launch, which is just around the corner.
Yeah.
If you can, talk a little bit about what is unique about this product launch specifically and what's going to happen there at the event.
Yeah, we are going to launch shortly, maybe on 24th of this month, and we're in Bengaluru. And this is one of the kind of a first event in happening in Bangalore when it's come to corporate sustainable corporate gifting as a carbon footprint. We associate with you and Social Goshana and Livable from China. All these people are helping me to launch the product on 24th of this month. And what we focusing in is the the brand is born already. Okay,
Yeah,
this is just a baby step, the first step towards achieving our goal, because I have a bigger vision for in future that how I can focus on this niche market
yeah,
basically, because I do understand every corporates may not go up for these kind of products, because there are people who can offer these kind of products. So let's focus on those area, like we want to create a Rafter brand as a niche market for these kind of product when it's come to corporate gifting.
right.
And this is what we are planning, and have a we already called so many HR people from the different
Yeah,
industries. They're going to grace our the event. And apart from that, I have a BNF family, that because these people are always supported me throughout my last 4 years in BNF.
yeah.
These people going to attend this event also. Definitely going to be more excited. I'm just waiting for the launch to happen on 24th.
Wonderful. So, best wishes for the launch. Of course, we're always there with you, and very, very excited that
Definitely.
it's going to be Bengaluru's first carbon neutral event. Just for our, in the space of corporate gifting, of course, just for our listeners, just to explain in just one line, I think carbon neutrality, essentially, just for the audience to know, it is, how much ever efforts that you take in for building that event, the decor, the food that is served, the kind of activities that are engaged in, that much emissions are offset. So it becomes carbon neutral. So as much
Correct.
pollution or carbon emissions that you create, you offset the same. So the offsets could be in the form of actually creating an event where the carbon emissions are low, and whatever emissions are created, they are offset by, let's say, tree plantation or other activities which help you to kind of neutralize the effect. So that was
Definitely.
just to explain to our audience essentially about this.
Definitely.
But this
Definitely.
is this is amazing. So I'm really looking forward to the launch as well. And on that note, let's move to the concluding section of the podcast. I want to check with you on how is it that if there's any advice that you want to give to our viewers, to our listeners, who are essentially interested in the space of sustainable corporate gifting, if you'd like to give some advice to them.
Definitely, because see, any industries, okay, you were in the business, okay. Now after the COVID, people are moving towards sustainable way of life.
Yes,
Let's focus, because this is very important, how we can contribute to the mother nature, how we can protect environment. From my side, as a business owner in corporate industries or corporate gifting, let's have a some percentage we can help towards a corporate achieving our goals. Because like my, I'll start today, and some other companies or some other gifting partner may start these kind of products. Definitely we go to in a different kind of atmosphere, because everyone is focusing on sustainability now. And
that's right.
because of COVID, there is a lot of awareness after the COVID.
Yeah.
Because I come to know from last 2 years, there is a lot of awareness in sustainability. And we thought this is the right time to launch our Rafter brand towards a sustainable corporate gifting. And trust me, we want to be one of the global leader in 2030 to achieve when it's come to corporate sustainable gifting.
Absolutely, very well put. Thank you so much for sharing that. I think we need more people like you on this planet, so that Mother Nature can be protected, and also there's greater livelihood created for those who are less fortunate. Um, so on that note, thank you so much for being a part of this episode, and thank you for your time, Basavaraj. I'm certain that this conversation will motivate a lot of people to enter into this journey of, building better businesses, or building businesses which are really purposeful. So thank you so much, and I'll see you at the launch.
Definitely, Jin. And thank you so much for you, especially because you are handhold me from last 1.5 year, because I don't have any idea about the sustainability. Thank you so much. Being there anytime, any guidance or inputs. Thank you so much, Jitin, for helping me to from last 1.5 year to come to this stage now.
Sure.
And definitely we're going to go in forward more than before.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. Looking forward to engaging with you in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jitin. Thanks a lot.
Okay,
Bye bye.
thank you. Thank you so much for listening. And if you liked this podcast, feel free to share it in your network. My one takeaway from this episode was sustainability is a growing market. Enter it and you'll succeed as a business. I would love to hear your key takeaway from today too. Do share it with me on my socials. You will find me on at Zitin Munshi. That's at ZITINMUNSHI. Thank you so much for listening, and see you in the next episode.